took my mum to the doctors, and he called her in, and he was just generally asking her how she was and how's the grandchildren. They says, well, the reports come back, and she says, have you heard of the word dementia? And she said, I think I've heard it on the TV. And they says, well, it's come back that, you've been diagnosed with dementia. My mum shot out of her chair. Dementia? I ain't got dementia. The only body got dementia is you.
Oh, dear.
Safia, tell me about your new role in Dementia UK.
So it's a role that's specifically dedicated to people from Black African-Caribbean communities, and it's with the understanding that culture affects people in different ways. Dementia doesn't discriminate, don't get me wrong, but we all understand how cultural perceptions can affect how we receive and respond to services.
I wish if you was in post about 4 years ago, because I had a struggle with my mum. When she was diagnosed, I didn't know she had dementia, although after it was diagnosed, I can pick up telltale signs. But when she was first diagnosed, I didn't know what to do. A lot of Afro-Caribbean even today, still find it a struggle of going to the GP, getting a proper diagnosis or getting the preliminary diagnosis and followed up by a proper assessment.
I have seen in practice very often the stigma that you mentioned. Families don't want to come forward. It isn't necessarily that they don't want the support. It's because they are sort of afraid of being discriminated against. And they are also afraid of being ostracized in a way, like shunned by their community.
With the Afro-Caribbean community, we have a lot of family where my mum lived. My mum cannot go on the road and don't see someone that is either family or someone that's known her. But yet all of them chose not to say anything. And that's what hurt me.
And what's more, sometimes people just fear that their loved one would be put into some sort of institution if they were to come forward with saying that this is what's happening. So you find people don't really want to do that. There's obviously the need to tailor people's care to the culture that they come from. What are the considerations that institutions have to put in place to ensure that they deliver that care and they deliver it well?
I'm hearing it time and time again from Afro-Caribbean people. Of someone either in a home or when they go into respite with dementia, that the way that that person was raised is knocked out of them when they go into these places. From a small age, when we get out of bed, the first thing you do is brush your teeth, wash your face, go.
Oh, I'll stop you there. The first thing you do is pray.
Yes. When you do that, then you can go down to breakfast.
Yes.
After a while, my mum started to get really agitated during personal care. I can remember there was one carer and she said, when I let your mum do personal care, it's an easy morning. But not one person out of how many staff treats my mum with the way she was raised.
When it comes to dementia, you really can't look at things from a practical lens. You have to look at things from a person-centered lens. Who is this person before me? What's their story to date? What do they eat? What music do they like to listen to? What makes them happy? What's their daily habit like?
We can't forget, it's one of the most important ones as well, is for the carers that are looking after loved ones that has dementia, that the doors has closed for them. They don't know how to knock on doors to get it open. So we have to look at how can we help carers that are suffering in silence? What can we do for them?
Admiral Nurses, we obviously don't prescribe to people. We guide them on what to do. There's an open space that exists for dialogue where there are no judgments that are placed on them. And it's an opportunity to come out and to talk about what exactly it is that's happening with you, be it in an emotional, psychological sense, and you need that sort of support, or you just need advice and guidance. I would also like to tell carers, obviously, that it feels very isolating and lonely. But sometimes when you speak to other people, if opportunities exist to speak to other people, you find out that there are so many people who are facing the same things as you are.
As you say, we need to come out of that shell.